Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
I got Vegas party people. I finally got beautiful females on for you guys out there. I know you guys all thought I was probably a DJ at Chippendales and shit, and I was full of shit, but we got them in the building finally. I got Jayla right here in the pink fur coat.
Hola.
We got Serafina right here in the Golden Knights, looking sparkly, shiny. Well, welcome, guys. Thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate this.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah. You guys look spectacular.
Thank you.
Jayla coming out, matching me. We need to get sponsored by the Flamingo Casino right now. A lot of pink going on in here. Oh, way. So you guys dance out here in Vegas.
That's right.
We won't say where. We'll keep that top secret. But we want to know some of your guys' Vegas secrets out here and what this strip club scene is like for a woman's perspective, a dancer's perspective. So what do you guys want to dive into right here with some of this action like that? Want to start off with, what got you guys into dancing? How about we start that off first?
Making a little extra money. That's what it was for me. Just trying to earn some extra income. And it's not as easy as it looks. I mean, you go in there, it's some nights it's a hit or a miss. You don't know what you're going to get. It's all depending on the clientele that comes in, whether they're feeling generous, friendly. It's not always the case. So it's definitely a hit and a miss.
All right. And Jayla?
Oh. So, I've been in the game since late November 2020. What caused me to start dancing? Well, COVID. If it wasn't for COVID, I wouldn't be doing this.
Really? So we need to thank Dr. Fauci for this.
Hey.
Is that what you're saying, huh? Fauci, you pussy out there. Thank you, brother.
Hey. No, let's thank my pussy ex-husband. How about that?
Oh, even better.
Thank you to my ex-husband because, I was in the corporate scene.
I was going to just say, I thought I remember you telling me before you were in the corporate world.
Yes, I was working for wealth management. I won't say what bank, but I was in the wealth management world. And so, when COVID happened, everyone had to work remote. I was working out of my home since March 2020. Then August came and they're like, hey, it's getting time, we're not going into the office anytime soon. So there was another admin that had 7 years on me. So, of course, they kept her and they gave me a nice severance package for 3 months. That severance package was running out. So I looked at my ex-husband like, what are we going to do? Corporate world is at a hiring freeze. Are you considering into maybe looking into a second job or something? We had 4 kids at the time. I had 2. He had 2.
Yeah.
And so he looked at me and he's like, girl, I'm tired. He was working FedEx at the time, FedEx delivery driver. So I said, okay. So I looked at him and he looked at me and he's like, girl, do what you got to do. And I said, what does that even mean?
Wow.
What does that mean? Mm-hmm. He's like, do what you got to do.
He wasn't meaning hit Tropicana, right?
No.
Just to clarify out there for the people.
Yeah, just to clarify.
Yeah, you're too hot for some shit like that.
I had friends that were in the industry. And so they had already planted a scene in my head over the month. They were like, girl, just come to work with me one night.
So what's your first thought? So you're like, all right, I'm going to do this. Your first night showing up to dance, what's going through your mind?
Goodness. My first thought,
now, do you got to do the mind? Sometimes for me, like to go in and DJ, like how I would wish I would start my shifts on a Wednesday. So I have like a day or two to kind of just fuck off, go through the motions. Then on the weekend, slam and bam it. You know what I mean? But showing up on Fridays, I got to fucking slam and bam it right away. You know what I mean? So to me, I like to build up better. Like, I wish I could be ending my weekend, my work week on the weekend type deal as opposed to starting it like that.
Yeah.
So now I can only imagine never dancing before in the
No.
corporate world, putting on a fucking thong and a top and
Let me
It's
tell you,
scary.
at the time
fuck.
it was very enticing for me at the time because mind you, we're still during COVID times. So we were mandatory to wear masks. Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
So for the first 6 months,
Ah.
I was mandatory to wear a mask inside this bikini bar.
And so your eye, it was just your eye. You know what was crazy is working during some of those spans, the masks definitely helped out a lot of the girls at my spot because it left it mysterious. Because if they had took those fucking masks off, I don't think they would have been getting some VIPs like they were getting. You know what I mean? So we just got these big sparkly eyes popping off with a mask and a thong
My
and a
little
top.
sparkly mask, my sparkly
Well,
eyes.
well, well.
I had my sparkly smile.
All right, all right.
My sparkling charm. I brought all that to the table the first day.
Yeah, I think too, when you first start initially, for me, it was very intimidating, very scary. Because I had been in the industry before, but behind the scenes. So when I finally decided to turn that corner and do that, when I first started, it was very scary because you have all these girls here that are here for the same reason.
Yeah, I was gonna
And you're
say.
all trying to fish and reel in a guy. And it's very scary, especially if you're new and all these girls are used to it. It's very, intimidating.
Yeah, yeah, I bet.
And
And I
it's
can only imagine. And then
and
what are you gonna do to stand out to maybe get a certain group's attention or
right, and sometimes it just depends on the guy. Honestly, if they come in there, sometimes guys come in there already with their mindset. I want to have fun tonight. I'm here to have fun. Let's go to the back or let's have some good fun tonight. And some guys, it's like pulling teeth or they just want to watch. Many
yeah,
guys just come in there with the intention. They have this idea of what the strip club is like. I'm going to go throw some ones and I just want to gawk and look. And
yeah,
those are the ones you have to kind of weed out. And it's difficult, you know?
yeah, yeah. So what was it like then your guys' first time doing a VIP?
Oh, I remember that. I was scared. Definitely.
Yeah.
I was very, because some people are respectful, and some guys, they're not. They're aggressive, and you have to like basically tell them to stop or
Yeah.
can't touch this, can't touch that.
That's one thing that I have a lot of respect for you entertainers with is you guys do gotta put up with a gang load of shit. A lot of people think, oh, they just go in there, take their clothes off and make a bunch of money, but they don't gotta understand you gotta deal with the groping, the shit talking, sometimes guys putting you down or talking down on you or, you know, the inappropriate behavior or grabbing or if they're all drunk and fucked up or,
Yeah.
I think the other night someone like shit themselves at our spot. I thought Hector was saying that someone shit themselves back there in the VIP. So I mean, there's
believe
like
it.
I've seen it.
crazy shit.
seen it.
Or
I've seen it.
I've seen it at a
smelled
different
it.
club. A female customer did that. She was on something and she all over the booth.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But see, let's go back to the shit that we gotta put up with. Yes.
Yeah,
There's a
let
lot.
the people out there know that it ain't like I always tell people, it's not always strippers and burritos, you know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
Like you guys gotta really deal with a lot of shit.
I don't.
And
That's the thing.
You
I
don't put up with it?
I don't put up with shit. I set my boundaries. The minute I go into a booth, I let them know what's allowed and what's
So
not
if me
allowed.
and you were going back to a booth right now, how would we be handling this
Yeah, I let
situation?
you
Would I
know
be holding
straight
your
up.
hand or a butt cheek or what are we talking
See, I
about?
like to always ask the customer what his expectations are, first of all.
Okay.
He's paying for the fantasy.
Realistically, yes, yes.
So I am there.
You hear that out
clear.
there, people?
I'm there. See,
Fantasies.
this is the
not
customer service.
pussy.
No, this is a customer service job.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. See, there's a difference between
I'm liking
being
the
a
way
stripper.
not to just interrupt you, but I like the way you're holding that
my emotional pickle.
yeah, your pickle right there.
I need
Away.
it now.
Anyways, go on. My bad. My
So,
bad.
yeah, there's a big difference between being a stripper and acting like a stripper. This is a 9 to 5 for me.
Yeah.
I go in there acting like what you want me to be.
Boss
Who
lady.
you want me to be.
Yeah.
I'm going to be that and some. You're going to want to spend more time with me, guaranteed.
Oh, shit.
You're going to fall in love, baby. What's up?
Oh, wait. All right.
How much money did you bring to make this happen?
That's how it's going to go down, huh?
It's going to go down. It's
All
going to
right,
go
all right.
guaranteed.
And then it's just
That's what they came for.
Yeah, yeah. But then it's just a fantasy back there, right? There's no
I ask what their expectations are, and I go from there. I let them know what my boundaries are.
So what if the guy's like, look, man, I'm hoping to come back here and fucking nibble on some box, rub some ass, and lick some titty or something. What are you gonna tell him?
Listen, how much money you got? Let's talk about how much money you got first before you talk all that bullshit to me. I'm not trying to hear all that bullshit.
Okay.
You
But
know
then
what
let's
I'm
say they got.
Let's say they got the
But
money.
you can't do all that back there, right?
No.
So you just kind of do now. That's
No,
the thing.
see,
Do you reel them
I
in
let
a
them
little
know
bit more,
realistically,
or
I'm an honest human being.
see, that's cool because I know some girls they'll be like, "Oh,
honest.
baby, you know, I'll suck and fuck you back there, like it's all good," and then they go back there,
For what?
and then the customers are leaving
For what?
pissed
To piss
off.
them off?
Yeah.
So that they
Yes,
never
that's-
come back?
Yeah, that's not a good route to go
No.
either.
See,
That seems to be a lot of those
that's
new
bad for
TikTok
business,
strippers.
and I'm all about my business. I handle my business.
Yeah.
I stand by my business.
Yeah, you got to be honest when they ask what's going to go on back there.
We're
You tell
very
'em.
proud. See,
Yeah.
my cousin and I have returning customers, and they're big spenders.
Oh, you guys are cousins?
Yes.
Spicy.
Oh shit! I like the family. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
A lot of customers
We're
like
bad
that
girls.
too.
Yeah.
I like that.
The family
Okay.
don't know, but
Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to get into. Now, when I was doing my mail review stuff out there on the streets, my family didn't know I was out there shaking ass. You know what I mean? They probably had some expectation, or they were suspecting some shit. Probably my brother out there was probably like, I know that dude's shaking his ass. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's
But
helicopter.
realistically, everyone just thought that I was just, rocking microphones, but they didn't know that the inner Wayne's kind of like on some Magic Mike shit out there sometimes, but, so your family maybe doesn't know about your profession, so to speak.
They know I'm in the customer service business, as I always have been since the age of 15.
Fuck, see that my mom, I'll be honest, my dad, I don't know what he thought. They probably weren't happy because I always wanted to be a lawyer. Like I said before, I was testing to be doing the fireman stuff and cop stuff like what my father and dad were, like I said, and then I went this whole other different world. But I know deep down my mom was kind of like, she wanted better or knew I could be better or do better, blah, blah, blah. So I know she was cool. She didn't judge me about it, but I know she was kind of like, come on, man, what do you want to be in this game for type shit? You know what I mean? But it was good to me. Like, you know what I mean? I had my ups and downs, smiles, frowns, all that shit with this. But that's why I'm going to try to cap this off, in the game, like on top of things with my ultimate game plan. So then they'll really realize, like, oh, shit, he followed through. He did what his ultimate mission, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I know my family probably wasn't too, me coming out spilling the beans. But I always wondered about that. I know some entertainers, they do. Some of their family does. I've been at a club before where a chick was been on stage and had to like straight run off because her brother walked right into the
I've seen
club.
that,
I've
yeah.
heard stories.
Girls,
Or like husbands walking in or boyfriends walking in, like, oh my God, my husband's in here with his friends. I can't, please don't put me on stage.
Yeah, I was at another club. I didn't dance then. I worked the front door, and the guy came in, and he's like, "Oh, he was a local," but he said, "Oh, but my wife works here, she's dancing here." As soon as he said that, manager overheard. He's like, "No, you can't come in." He's like, "That's just a rule here. We don't let your wife, girlfriends work dancing here. You can't come in here because they don't want any kind of drama."
Yeah, and that definitely can stir the pot.
Yeah,
because I've worked with some of my ex chicks, and fuck it kind of stirred the pot sometimes because they're probably like, oh, it was especially when I was managing, they'd be like, oh, what's Wayne doing back there in the office probably, or why is Wayne with that girl in the storage room, or
Yeah.
like all this crazy
what were
shit.
you doing in the storage room with the girl?
I needed assistance trying to find the
Morning.
straws, you know what I mean? Shit, it was all innocence right there. But yeah, I get that. That's why there's a lot to the game that a lot of people don't know or that you guys got to deal
Let me tell you
with.
something. My first 6 months of dancing, I had one of my financial advisors come in. And I'm like, I'm sitting at the bar and I'm like, I know this motherfucker. I just don't know from where. But I'm looking at him and he's looking at me. And I'm like, I'm going to go
Now, this is with the mask on or off?
with the mask on.
Oh, boy.
But see, my eyes and my laugh are very unique.
Yeah, you have sexy eyes. I don't know if the audience can see that or not, but
so he kept making eye contact with me, and I'm like, where do I know this motherfucker from? I know him from somewhere.
oh shit.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna go talk to him, and maybe it'll come, And I was a little nervous, so I bring one of the girls with me. I'm like, this might be an easy sell. Let's go, So I'm talking to him, and like I said, it was an easy sell. Sell him into a VIP like the first 3 minutes.
Really?
And we're in the booth, and I take off my mask because I'm like, fuck, I can't breathe. We're in a little booth,
Yeah, see,
right?
that's
There's
gotta
3 of us.
suck wearing that. I hated wearing that
Three
shit.
of us,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, yeah.
It you could smell everything. I mean, it's very
shit's
small.
wild,
It's
yeah.
like a little capsule, a little fantasy capsule. So we're in that bubble, and I take off my mask just to breathe for a second. And then I think he remembered who I was. And then it clicked too. I was like, oh shit, I know this motherfucker. And I put my mask on. He's like, why do you put your mask on? And I'm like, because it's just to keep both of us safe. I don't have my COVID shot, and there's this shit going around. So it's just for safety for you and I. But in my head, I'm like, I know this motherfucker. He's our financial advisor. I know his wife. I've worked with this motherfucker for 8 years. And
Wow.
to see him here
Yeah.
in my booth, I'm like, wow.
At least you had the mask on.
Damn, yeah.
I was like, shit. That's when it
He
first
had to
hit
have
me.
gone
That's
home.
when it first hit me.
He
I'm
had to
like,
have gone home and had to take a cold shower, I bet, after that episode. Like, oh shit.
Listen, I never again seen him after that. But I did see other coworkers.
If
show
that was
up
me, I would have been
from
back there the next day, just waiting outside. Shit.
Right?
So you decide to go from the behind the desk to the floor, and you just were like, why did you want to do that?
Just to make more income.
You wanted, yeah, I remember you saying that.
After the COVID, I went to go work for, the medical industry, and that wasn't paying anything. And then I had a friend from the nightclub industry that was like, "Oh, why don't you try dancing?" And at first, I was very apprehensive because it's just not my thing. So it was very, very hard the first couple of months, kind of coming out of my shell and dealing with approaching people, and you have to deal with rejection too, which is hard if
That's
you're
a
not
big
used
thing
to.
in the game that a lot. If I have girls constantly come to the booth, like they're like being down on themselves, or they feel like shit because they're like, "Fuck!" Like I'm getting told no by everybody. I'm getting told no by everybody. Da da da. And I'm like, no, like don't let that affect you. That might just be tonight. That might just be this crowd. Like, trust me, there's other girls complaining about the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, as a DJ, I'm trying to still keep them like, feeling good about themselves and because I see that other side that you guys got to go through that.
Yeah.
And I care about that other side for you guys as well. Some guys are like, fuck these dumb bitches, do their thing. You know what I mean? Like, this is the shit they chose. And
shame on those pussies that
Yeah.
come in and try to talk down on us or try to make us feel bad for what we do.
You're
call
like,
him,
you're the
call
one
him a
in here.
pussy
You know, I
again.
call
I
him
like
out,
the way
like,
you say pussy too. You say pussy
You
good
are a
too.
motherfucking pussy to come up in here and try to insult me.
Yeah.
Like, you came to see me, motherfucker. I didn't go chasing you.
Yeah.
You came into our establishment. So what are you talking about right now?
That's why I had to
I smell broke on you.
Yeah.
I smell broke. That's why you talking about
And so they try to bound that shit off by throwing it back on you guys about one way or the other of something. You know, yeah, that ain't cool at all, you know? So you guys, you do fairly normal dances then. Everything's all good in that department, right? And now that you've been doing it for a while, what's your thoughts on the industry right now as a whole, as before? I came out to Vegas like 6, 7 years ago. 7, I think. So I know I came way, way late. You guys might have got in way late as well from the money days that we're out here realistically. You know what I
I'm
mean?
jealous of those days because being in the game for 4 years now for me, I felt like I've done well for myself. I've done amazing, financial freedom. I can just get up and travel whenever I want.
That's the best thing.
15 to
That's
maybe a month to get away,
that's the
because
one perk.
Vegas is draining.
Yeah.
You're going to want to unplug,
The crazy
somewhere maybe
hours, the
outside
long
the grid,
shifts.
Yeah, if you want to take a week, you could just do it. You don't have to like put in time off. That's the one good thing. But
That's the horny part of what we do for us.
You
Yeah.
said
As
the
women.
horny
Yeah,
part?
that makes me horny
Fuck.
to be able to go in and whenever I want, set my own hours, my own rates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
This is what I charge for.
Now
my
that's
time.
that's what I wanted to get into as well. At my spot, I don't even know what the rates are realistically because I never even pay attention to that stuff. I'm
And
trying to
you-
do the other, get you back there, get them back there, but I'm not knowing what's like the rates on these
And
places these
you
days.
can kind of gauge too by looking at the guest, how they're dressed, how they speak.
Yeah, like now are you guys judgmental on who comes
You
or like
Having
kinda
enough
have to.
experience now, I think a
you
little
know
bit
who's
better.
got dough and who's
Right.
faking the
Yeah.
funk?
And if
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
some guys that are like barely 22, they're, I'm a college student. I'm going to start off on the smaller side. Like, okay, here's where we can start. If you want to move up, we can. But I'm not going to take him to the champagne room. This kid's like 22. He doesn't have champagne.
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
Like, come on, I got to be real.
Spending that in and out money.
Mhm.
Because sometimes when you shoot for the stars like that, you scare them off. They're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And they'll
Yeah.
immediately bolt
See,
for
they're
the
like,
door.
I'm just a student, or
Yes.
oh, I'm just here with my
See.
parents.
Yeah, I get
I'm
it.
like,
I
well,
get
where's
it.
daddy? That's the one I want.
Oh
I'm
shit.
looking for daddy.
Right.
Not this little pussy. This little pussy can go, someone else.
So then how do you guys base your rates then after that when you guys go to the back? You got to pay like a house fee, I mean a dance fee type deal, or how does it all work back there? Because I know some of these clubs, I've done a VIP like at Crazy Horse 3 and I had to go back there. I forget what I paid. It was like $300 or something. And then they made me buy a couple of drinks type deal. So how does it kind of, I know, and I think I've even done that at Rhino before.
Yeah, they're all of them pretty much standard the same. It's depending on which room you do, a 15-minute, a half hour. They all have their standard like 2 drink or you get a 4 drink. This rooms are bottle minimums. So sometimes these guys are like, no, I don't want to do champagne. I don't like champagne at all. Then you just shoot for like the higher end of the half hour room where we get 4 drinks. I mean, that way you can have a bottle of beer.
Yeah,
You don't have to
yeah.
Feel
That
Well-
way we can drink together.
that's what we always say. Come on, that way we could drink with
Let's have some
you.
shots together, baby.
You know?
Yeah, see shots together
and
with
then
some.
and we always get
See, tequila
non-alcoholic.
makes us horny and
Yeah, see.
happy.
Yeah.
So you guys do the non-alcoholic
I do
stuff?
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I'm like, I need it.
Really?
I don't drink as it is. I've never drank. I've never been drunk
I
a day in my
don't
life.
drink.
I
No way.
Never been drunk a day in my life. I don't like it.
Holy shit.
I just don't like it. So I'm like, you have this kind of like, you have to drink with the guests. So all my drinks are fake drinks. And I just drink it, that way I can drink. And they think, oh, she's drinking.
So do you guys fake the funk on that? Like, oh, I'm so
Yeah, even with the champagne, I take a sip like this, but I don't actually swallow it. I just hold it to my mouth and I sit the glass back down and go, that's good.
Really?
Yeah, always. I don't drink. Or when they're not looking, I
Just
kind of
likes to
pour it
wet
back in
her
the ice
lips.
bucket. I don't drink it.
With my homies, sometimes I'll be out partying and I'll be like, fuck, dude, I'm fucked up. And I barely have like 2 or 3 drinks and they're like,
You're lightweight.
no, but they're like, I just like to, I like
I'm
to
a
fuck
lightweight.
with people and they're like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're not. And I'll be like, dude, oh man, I'm all fucked
Horny,
up.
Wayne. You're just always horny.
I'm talking about faking the funk drink and not being horny.
Okay, so for me, I don't mind drinking if the money's right.
Yeah?
If they're paying.
So
good.
then what would be your choice back? Let's see, me and you are going back
I
there
love
for an hour.
champagne.
So champagne showers all
Yes.
for the
I like
hour?
the sweet rosé.
Oh, shit. Okay. And then we'll probably do another hour after that because it's going so good the first hour, huh?
Yeah, how many hours do you want to go?
I'd probably go for like at
How
least.
until I max out all your cards.
Yeah, I'd probably just go in and say, I want Jayla for the whole shift. Can we pull this off?
Let's do it. You bring all your cards.
Yeah?
Bring cash.
Oh, way.
Cash is king.
Okay. Yeah, now do you guys prefer the cash route or
Of course.
Always.
the card route? Because
Yeah.
then they take more out from the card BS, right? Or no?
Yeah, every club has its little hidden fees when it comes to card.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Even for the
Okay.
guests, too,
I'm still trying to
better.
program my ass to take the card charges.
And it's better for the guests in the
Slide it
long
on
run
the booty
because
crack, baby.
Oh, way.
if you come in the club with like $800, you can spend it however you want. But now you go to the club, if you go to the ATM, you have all those fees. If you pay for the VIP with your card, you have the percentage service fees and then the tip on
Yeah, they
out.
start
It
tacking
adds
shit
on.
on,
Because sometimes they'll get upset. Like, well, I thought you said it
They
was
get
X
turned
amount.
off. Yes.
Yeah, you said
When
it was
they
X
see
amount.
all
Like,
these
well, it
things.
was if you had paid cash. You know?
Now, that's one thing I do know is the execution and hosting the VIP, dude, everyone's got to play their role, I believe, in that. Because if these dudes you're getting them back, you guys got them back there.
Mhm.
So you want these transactions moving fast and to get them in that room.
Before they change their mind.
Because, yeah, you got that obstacle of maybe it happening as well. Like, oh, fuck, do I really want to do this? Or like, oh, they take it as a sign like, oh, man, maybe I better bounce back. Or,
Exactly.
you know, like.
Or their friends come in and they try to cock block. They're like, dude,
Yeah.
We
you
get
don't
a
need to
lot
do
of
this
those.
Oh, yeah. Because it's always like if you got 3 or 4 friends, you always have that one guy that's like, oh, dude, don't do this, man. Come on, that's too much. And they try to talk them out of it. I'm like, this isn't even your car. This isn't even your money.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they get in there and try to like
I'm
play
like, boy,
hero.
you're just jealous.
Yeah, that
Get the
sucks. That
fuck
sucks
outta
with
here.
that kind of
Go
shit.
sit over there somewhere.
I don't think I've ever been that guy. I've always been the guy that like probably was just in the VIP already. You know what I mean? I'm sure. I don't know. I'm trying to remember my Cali days. Vegas, one time in Vegas, I kid you not, this is a true story. I was with the little homie Nato. And we came out here for his boy's bachelor party. Now, I think we were staying, I don't know where we were staying at. Fuck. It was like a crazy big weekend. And I went to Rhino and I had all my jewelry, all my shit on, right?
Okay.
But I'm back and I hooked up with this like Brazilian chick, right? So I'm like, fuck it. And like everyone had already bounced and I was still in the VIP room. This is like years
How many
years
hours
ago.
in already, Wayne?
I don't know. I'm balls deep on this one. Though. You know what I mean? Balls deep. So I'm looking for everybody after the fact and I'm like, fuck, where did everybody go? The sun's out already. And I'm like, oh shit. So I get at my buddy. I said, hey, bro, I'm still over here at the Rhino. Like, where are you guys? And he's like, dude, what the fuck? So I come back or he comes and gets me and I'm walking out the front and he's like, bro, where's all your jewelry? Where's all your shit?
No.
And I straight gave all that to the chick because I probably, knowing me, I was probably running out of dough. And I just started fucking throwing this chick. I was like, here, just hawk all this shit. I'm sure it's going to be worth a lot of money. But it wasn't like, I had a couple good things that I pocketed in my pocket, but the other stuff was like fake shit.
You're funny.
Fuck. That Brazilian chick probably looking for my ass for a week.
That's on her.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
But I pulled it off because I had that look already or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? They were kind of like, oh yeah, this dude's probably legit, got the shit. You know what I mean?
And that's another thing. Like with a lot of these clubs, they have these rules of you only get paid cash where we can see or through the credit card because they don't let you get paid Cash App, Venmo, any of that. Because guys will try to do that to avoid all these fees.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like you get caught doing that, you get fired because, you know, they do it for your protection. That way the guest can't later dispute it. And now he calls the club, well, I paid her this and that. Like we can't, how do I know that? Like, they can't trace that, you know?
Yeah, no. That's probably why, because of my shenanigans back then. That's what I mean. Back then, it was none of this kind of where you can't, I don't even think they had to cash out. I don't even know if you had cell phones back then. I think when I was pulling that shit off, I might have had to page the little pussy, like, come get me, homie. I don't know
That's funny.
what's going on. But yeah, I just remember walking out like kind of like butt naked. And I was like, my boy was like, dude, what the fuck?
I had
So-
a customer give me a Buddha the other night.
All right. Yeah.
That's the first for me. And I wear him. He's giving me good luck ever since. This was maybe a week ago.
I wish I was at Buddha right now, chilling right there. You know what I mean?
I love how it falls between
Amen.
the money
I like how it
makers,
looks.
the fun
between-
bags.
Yes.
The fun bags.
Yes.
These
Wow.
are your stress balls, baby. See?
Stress balls
start
are
to-
important these days. Yeah. You've got to have a good set of stress balls.
Mhm.
Shit.
That's right. We live in such a crazy world, you know?
Yes. Yes. Now, do you guys go on stage at all? Do you guys do stage performances or are you just
Yes.
VIP girls?
We go on stage.
Yes. So when I first started, for the first 3 years of me doing this, I did not do stage.
Why?
I worked at a fully nude establishment. So
Oh,
I kept
see.
that all private.
You didn't want to show the coochie.
They had to pay.
Pat on the back
They
for
had to
that.
pay a heavy price.
So now at the full nude spot there, because this is a new day and age, in my full nude days, it was just, like I said, the R. Kelly bump and grind shit. So now in the VIP room, are you guys butt naked or
Topless.
just topless?
Currently, only topless, yes.
Oh, okay. Now does the customer think it's supposed to be butt naked back there?
They do ask.
Yeah, they do. There has been some
Yeah.
misinterpretation. Some guys will come in, they're like, "Oh, I thought you get."
No, I mean when you work nude, not
Oh,
in your current clubs,
so
maybe
when I
now.
worked in a fully nude, what was the question again?
Did you get butt naked? Do you get butt naked
Well,
in the
I had
VIP?
to, yeah, because
I know you didn't do it on stage, but
no, in private, yeah, that's what they pay for. They come into a fully nude establishment, so that's their expectation.
so are the prices higher than on the
Of
full
course, I
nude?
charged $3,000 the hour, and they paid up.
Really? That's what you were charging? 3,000?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
3,000 for my pussy party.
Oh wait. Pussy party. That's what I'm talking about. Damn. 3Gs, that's a good little come up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
That's
had-
probably
I
a
had
pretty,
fun, man.
pretty pussy right there then.
I went from working, out of a bank from
9 to
being
5.
my own bank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
No, that's dope. Now, did you ever do full nude?
No,
No. Now, would you have done that or?
probably. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's hard enough with panties on because so many guests they think, "Oh, I'm in VIP. I'm gonna just try to get in there." You guys like, no, hands away. Like, don't touch down.
That's why I say in some of the other episodes, the illusion that Vegas proceeds to everybody out there is like, oh, go to the Vegas strip clubs. It's a fucking free for all. You could do whatever you want out there, and that's not
No.
that's not the case at all. You know what I mean?
Motherfucker, who raised you?
Yeah,
We
you
are
know,
humans.
They all come in there thinking it's a brothel.
We're not an
you know?
opera.
that's exactly
And you
yeah.
say, this isn't a brothel. It's a gentleman's club.
Where do they got those brothels anyways? It's Pahrump, right?
Yeah, I've heard about the crazy, not the crazy, the green door.
Oh, those are like
See,
For
and
couples.
that's not
Yeah,
too far
that's-
from us. You know what I'm saying? So when they're feeling horny, I'm like, you're at the wrong establishment, baby. You need to go over there.
yeah. What is it? It's like Green Door, Red Rooster.
Oh, yeah.
There's a couple out there that are like swingers clubs. That's some crazy shit.
Mhm.
Would you ever go
Have you ever been?
No. Wait. Yeah, I did. I actually did. One of my homies, Joey Crackadon out there. I don't want to put him on blast. I don't know if the dude's married now or not, but anyways, we checked one out. I think it was the Red Rooster, and it was fucking kind of weird. I was tripping out. I left him there. To go to Rhino, but because I went in, I was like, look, bro, I'm not into that shit. But I went
What did you see?
like, I went
Because
by.
I've never been, so I'm still curious.
So it's like
to this
different
day.
rooms. One room like had a swing, like the swing thing where like the
Okay,
chicks
so like different themes.
sex swing type thing. Other rooms with like different kind of crazy lights and different
Okay.
themes maybe, and like
All right, setting the ambiance.
it
Right.
was like some weird dark shit though. It was like, I don't know. And the people didn't really look that hot. It wasn't nothing like sexy or like,
So they looked numbed, would you say?
yeah, it was like,
I believe it.
I don't know. It's like some weird fuckery going on, but like, I saw like some chick giving a couple guys head and like different weird shit, you know what I mean? But it wasn't like turning me on or it wasn't like doing nothing for me. I told my boy, I was like, bro, all right, I came with you. I did you. You're solid. Like, are you good? You're cool. And that dude ended up like hooking up with some dude's, some husband brought his wife there and my boy was banging out the dude's wife right in front of him. And like, he said for like an hour, you know what I mean?
You know, some men that have came in and, I always ask, what their craziest story is or what they're into. And a lot of these
Like
men
sexually?
yes. A lot of them like to watch.
Really?
Especially with the
Yeah.
couples. I feel like the older the couple that come in, the freakier they are. The younger couples, the women are usually more apprehensive and kind of timid. But
Yeah.
when they come in there and we see that they're like 60 plus, they're always up for anything. The husbands are like, I want to watch her do this. I want to watch her get a dance. I want to put her titties in your face. Like they're the older couple, the freakier they are.
Freaky. They come in
Super
horny. I always
freaky.
say they come in hot and ready.
Damn.
I've worked at Little Caesars. That was my first job. So.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh shit! I think
when I see them come in, I know.
I think mine was Subway. To be honest, I was hounding out 6 inches all day long. Shit, I had to be realistically. I'm not really throwing down 12s. You know what I mean?
6 is just fine. Nobody wants that.
Shit.
We hear all these songs that women want 8 inch, this and that. No, you don't. That's painful. That's too much.
Really?
I mean,
Ouch.
yeah.
I've always wondered that kind of
I've
dynamic
had it
with
before.
things.
I took a lot of training.
Painful.
I've heard stories. Some like it, some don't. You know what I mean? Some
Get used to it.
majority kind of prefer maybe the smaller of ones.
It's just fine.
So us little guys
Yeah,
out there got a
the
chance.
The last
Then,
one I had was small, and
It's got some girth
It
to
made
it
me
that
miss
makes
my
sense.
ex-husband. Actually, I'm like,
fuck,
God.
really?
A little girth is good.
Now, what if he can eat pussy really good?
See, I'm more of a if you can eat my ass, right?
She likes her assy.
Oh,
gotta-
fuck.
You gotta tickle that rim, boy, and then work your way. Work your way.
Jesus, this is crazy.
This is
This
where
is
it
your
starts
cousin?
off, man.
And this
where it
is your
starts off.
cousin right here, huh?
See,
Strawberry or grape jelly? Which do you prefer?
oh, my jelly.
Oh, wait. Now we're fucking talking.
See, I had a guy eat it. He thought he was a vampire.
He's out again.
Really?
I was shy at first. I'm like, what the fuck are you asking of me? But I was turned on.
And this was first time around?
This was first. I'm like, come on. I'm like 3rd day in my period right now. What are you talking about? He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah. I've
I
done
don't
that.
give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. See, this is what I was born for to listen. Those are the magic words right there.
Yeah, yeah. Like if I've done that, I think just went for the booty instead of the coochie. You know
No,
what
he
I
went
mean?
for both. See, he told me bend over, and I bend over.
Yeah, I think I've earned my
immediately.
Red Wings before as well. Fucking just coming out looking like some fucking Viking out
scene.
of a fucking crime scene. Yeah.
Vampire.
Ah,
Vampiro.
I like that though.
I always wanted to be with a vampire.
Really?
I got to check off that.
Yeah. What about those people? Sometimes they like file their teeth to be like
No,
vampires.
see, that's too much.
I've seen that
You're
shit.
gonna rip my pussy apart.
No.
Got to take it easy and be gentle with the pussy. Huh? I appreciate that. Now, do you guys do any OnlyFans stuff?
I do not.
No.
Stayed away from that, just strictly sticking it in the club.
Yeah, for now.
No online content.
Yeah. No.
All right. That's good though. That's good. Because I've been debating if I'm gonna drop my OnlyFans or not. You know what I mean? But I don't know. You know, I got a friend of mine. His name's Tim, little white boy Tim out there, and he's a content creator guy. You know what I mean? Tim Black.
Yeah.
So I wanna. I've been debating if I want to drop that or not. You know what I mean? We'll have to see which direction I go.
There you go.
We'll
but-
see what the pussy monster can do. Huh?
Yeah. I got to figure out my first episode where that'll be taking place. You know what I mean? So, okay. So we got fake drinks going down. So the customers, I always wondered, they don't see that you're not really
No, because it looks like real drinks. And like on occasion, if they say, "I'll just get the
So
same
you,
thing she's having," I'll say, "Just give him the alcoholic version."
so you guys are in communication with your waitresses all the
Always.
time,
Yeah.
then?
There's like code words you say for when you want a non-alcoholic drink.
Oh yeah.
And it's smart because you want to be, coherent in your senses.
So is that like between you and the waitress only, or you and the bartender, or what?
If I just say, "Hey, just tell the waitress Serafina's drink," but she'll know how to make it. She knows how I like it with no alcohol. Because sometimes these girls get super smashed, and they can't even drive home.
We see that every night.
And they lose their wallet, they lose their purse.
For sure.
Because at another club I worked at, they had like these dance dollars, like funny money. That's what you would get paid. So when you get paid in the credit card, we get paid with like poker chips, and we redeem them at the end of the night. There was another club that would give you like $1 that looked like fake Monopoly money type of thing. And at the end of the night, same thing, you redeem them. And sometimes these girls would lose them, see? And they would perhaps leave it in the booth, leave it in the chair, and go about the rest of their night. And then at the end of the night, they're counting their money. They're like, crap, I'm missing $100, let's say. Now, let's say a customer finds it. Oh, cool, I got like club Monopoly money. They go find another random dancer and give it to her. Hey, here's $100. Give me a couple of dances. Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, when she goes to redeem it, that particular dollar would be flagged saying, "Hey, this belongs to so-and-so and it's been marked loss." Well, technically now this girl has technically danced for it and earned it because in her point of view, I got this from a guest. I danced for it. I earned it.
Oh,
So in situations like that, they've given it to the second girl because, well, you shouldn't have lost your stuff. But these girls get drunk. They lose things. They fight with each other. So you want to be within your senses and be aware of what's going on. Be able to drive home,
I always wondered, like, if I got deep into the dancing scene, if I would be getting fucked up all the time, or if I would just be trying to. Now, when I DJ'd at a few locations, people used to always be bringing me shots to play songs requests. And I remember being like, one night I was driving home kind of fucked up, and I was like, dude, this isn't fucking good. Like, what the fuck? So then the next day I went in and people were starting to try to bring me drinks for songs. And I was like, fuck, bro. I was like, I'm on steroids right now. I'm trying to get yoked up and shit. So you guys got a special little deal with the waitresses. And I mean, that's a good idea. I mean, because like I said, that's where we were at. I was like, fuck that. I'm not going to keep getting fucked up at work for these fucking songs when I could just be getting my pockets fatter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
We want the guests to drink, obviously.
Yeah.
When they loosen up, they're willing to spend more. And the good thing is with a lot of these clubs, when they pay with their card, they have to make sure their signatures match their ID. They have to do a thumbprint. A lot of them don't like it, but it's for, both of our safety to make sure these guys have all these drinks. They're enjoying themselves. They spend a lot of money and then they regret it in the morning. Go, I spent $10,000 last night.
Yeah, how does that work with all the chargeback shit
because,
and all that?
You have to watch your back. A lot of these clubs have to watch their back. So that's why they insure all these safety nets with these matching signatures. You're on camera signing the tab, putting in your thumbprint. That way they can't dispute it later. It's for safety reasons. That way the Amex, I feel like they're the one card that will easily give money back. No questions asked. Like MasterCard.
Yeah, they honor the customer.
Yeah. MasterCard, Visa,
Really?
they'll investigate. Yeah. They'll call the club. Okay, can you send me this and that? And then once they determine, okay, this guy was there, they won't give the money back. But Amex, they'll give it back willy-nilly. So a lot of these clubs, if the guest pays with an Amex, a lot of them will hold that money for like 30 days or like 60 days until it clears with the bank. And then they'll give it to them.
I thought they always wanted the people coming in with the black Amex.
It is nice because they have that money, but a lot of times they will hold that money for the entertainer because especially if it's a large amount, because they're like, oh, this guy's spending all this money. It's a lot of money he's spending. But then Amex, if he disputes it tomorrow, they're going to give it back to him.
I know at a spot out in Cali, I don't want to put it on blast because I don't know if that situation's still going down or if it's been handled yet or not, but I know a waitress got like $80,000 tip, like during a Christmas time scenario.
Nice.
And fucking, I think the dude tried to bust a move on one of those kind of scenarios. And that chick, I think, already had bought like a car and some other shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that all ended up.
That's unfortunate, pussy. If you're listening, that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, see, you're coming into an establishment where you're expected to spend money.
I like how you just keep calling these guys pussies.
Because that's what they are at the end of the day. Like they want to act so macho, but then they want to fucking charge back and talk shit. And You're a big giant pussy. At the end of the day, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna fuck you like a slut. How about that?
Whoa. Your cousin's a wild one over here, huh? Did you know she was this wild?
Little firecracker.
Wow. So then what's the foreseeable future with you guys now? How much longer you think you guys got in the game?
Not much longer for myself. I'm planning on doing something else here by the beginning of next year. So, like I said,
shit.
so I've been in this industry since 2008. Yep, 2008.
Really? But barely just started dancing?
Exactly, like barely a year ago.
Damn.
So I've been behind the scenes for a very long time.
So you could probably possibly get into management or some upper level stuff in the game,
That's the plan, because from doing both, even though the dancing, you have the better schedule, makes more money. I like the other side better. I like keeping my clothes on. I like helping the girls. Honestly, it's like now that I've done that part of it, it's a lot on you mentally. You have to be prepared to go in every day, knowing this might be a dud night. This
It's not
sucks.
for everyone.
It's not. It weighs on your head. Like it weighs on you mentally. And it's just like
You
after.
gotta have tough skin, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And then imagine you have like 4 or 5 dead days in a row, or
Yeah.
the clubs aren't doing what the fuck they're supposed to do to be getting the people through the door.
When it's been dead for a night, it's like, is it me? Is it the clientele? What's going on? Like you feel down on yourself. It's stressful because you're like, you got these bills, and it's frustrating. But at least like I know, like behind the scenes, I got something steady coming in every day. It's not like a lot like dancer money, but it's more than.
It's that kind of consistent,
right? It's more than working like at the hospital or Target or wherever else. I'm still making a lot more money than I would anywhere else. I'm not going to complain on that, and I get to keep my clothes on.
Yeah,
so that's kind of like where I'm trying to head.
All right, nice. And Jayla?
See, I give it about a year.
Year more?
A year. There's a stigma behind this, this dancing career, I see it differently. I love to get dolled up every day. That's why I moved to Vegas. I love the glamour. I love getting ready every day, and that's me. That's who I am. Like I'm a woman. I love being admired and looked at.
Amen.
So that's the experience I'm going to deliver at the end of every night,
Yeah.
And who doesn't want to be getting paid, while being called beautiful every night?
Fuck, I want to go to wherever you work and maybe get some VIPs. Shit.
I deliver a very classy experience.
You didn't meet
me at Tropicana. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You met me in a respectable establishment. So if you're going to act outside of a gentleman, get the fuck out of my booth and get the fuck out of my face. Go fucking chew a gum somewhere.
What kind of gum would you prefer him to chew?
All right.
Shit. So then we got a year, and then what's next? Television, maybe doing movies, or you going to Hollywood, or what are we talking?
So much with my life. I've worked just about every.
I mean, makeup, glam.
We'll see. With me, I don't plan 5 years out. I plan. All right, what am I feeling? How am I feeling this year?
Whatever it is, it's going to be glamorous for her.
Yeah. The glamorous life right there,
how
huh?
am I feeling, every day that I wake up.
Well, that's dope. I appreciate you guys for coming on. This was amazing. This is awesome. I know we got some good material that the people can use out there to give them another side of the game that they probably didn't even know about, or know that you guys really do got to go through a gang load of some bullshit sometimes.
Yeah, but we don't have to put up with it at the end of the day. So.
That is true. That is true. You can walk away or get the pussies thrown out, or, back in my days, we used to beat the pussies up. You know what I mean? Times obviously have changed, but.
Oh, yeah.
And to still be kicking butt and not even using that other platform with the OnlyFans that's even good as well. You guys keeping it in the club and staying professional, and I'm gonna have to try to find out where you guys are at and go get a dance or two. You know what I mean?
Bring cash.
You know what I mean? I guess since you're cousins, we could all go in the same room together, maybe, huh? fuck, I don't know how I'm going to get out of that, but let's do this. Let's see what happens.
Let's go.
All right.
We ready.
Well, thank you guys so much, Serafina. Thank you so much, Jayla. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for having us.
Party People, Wayne Sikk podcast. Finally got you some ladies on here. We're going to keep the show going, keep getting the more ladies coming on. Ladies, so you can see it's professional. It ain't some weirdo shit. We ain't doing nothing.
Don't be scared.
Yes. If you're
Scared money don't make money.
Amen. If you're scared, go to church.
Go.
That's right.
Right?
Go repent.
Well, thank you guys, Podcaster Studio. My boy Matt right here. We appreciate you. Appreciate you guys out there. Like, subscribe, follow. Tell your friends.
Tell your mama. Tell your daddy.
Away.
Tell everybody.
God bless.